welcome to Beauty Boomer. My name's Rose. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And if you're a new subscriber or a returning subscriber, I thank you so much. We're all about finding what works for the mature woman here. Today we're going to test out the Loreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I have seen this all over the internet. Everybody seems to love it, but I wanted to see how it works on my skin. I am a 60-year-old woman. I have combination skin. I don't have a lot of dry patches. It's pretty normal, but I do have pores and some fine lines, so I wanted to see how this will work. In almost all of my videos, I wear MAC foundations. I wear a combination of the water weight and the studio foundation. So that's what I usually wear. I've already primed my face with the Bobbi Brown face base, which looks like this. This is what I usually wear underneath my foundations when I film. However, I have been using the No Problem primer that I received in my BoxyCharm, and I really like it. So I go back and forth between the two. And this is $18, and this is, I think, close to $50. So that is that. So currently I'm looking down here at my iPad. I am on the Ulta website, and we'll look at some of the claims of this. It has gotten 4.5 stars of reviews, and there are 1,395 reviews currently. Now, it says here, that this is a breakthrough long wear foundation with breathable skin technology. So we'll see about that. It provides medium to full buildable coverage that lasts all day and allows your skin to breathe. The formula has 3 oil absorbers to resist sweat, water, and transfer. And the ultra thin liquid goes on smoothly to give a fresh, healthy looking complexion that lasts. Color stays true and blends in evenly, so your makeup looks fresh all day. It's non-comedogenic and formulated with an SPF. So it has, let's see, it has an SPF of 25, and it comes in 30 shades. So that is that on this. It retails for $14.99. So we'll put this away. I'm gonna get my mirror out. And usually how I apply my makeup is I apply it with a brush, and then sometimes I go over it after that with a sponge. So that is what I will do today. I'm going to go wet my sponge, and I will be right back. And I am back. So today we're going to use the color 415, and it is called Rose Ivory. I had my daughter go with me, and she helped me color match my skin. We will see if this one works. Where is my palette? I'm going to use this palette today. I'm going to clip back my hair. Oh, I have nothing on my face except for the Bobbi Brown face base, which I of course put over my moisturizer and things like that. Shake this really well. It does have a pump, which is very nice. And it is liquidy. Okay, so it has much more liquidy consistency than some other, but this didn't say it was full coverage, it said medium to full, so sometimes those are a little thinner. So what I like to do is I take this dual fiber brush. This is a Sigma, they call it a fiber powder brush, but I use it to swipe on my foundation like this. And then I switch over to the Sigma let's see, what is this called? Flat kabuki brush. And then I just start to stipple it in. So first of all, kudos to my daughter, because this was a great color match for me. This is the Rose Ivory, it's called. And it is blending right in to my skin very nicely. So I'm going to take just a wee bit more on my palette. And I'm going to take my sponge and I'm just kind of going over the places where I get really red, which is right down the middle of my face. I'm not going to be putting on highlighter today, so I'm going right up under my eye. We'll see how that works. So first impressions, this goes on really nicely. It doesn't seem to be enlarging my pores. It's giving me a nice, a light to medium finish. Which I like. I don't usually wear a super full coverage. But I'm curious to see throughout the day how this one will wear, you know, because you know this is $30, the MAC, and this is $14.99. So if I can find a new you know, holy grail or new favorite, I am happy to save $15. Like a lot of people in my age range, I'm retired, some other, you know, so I like to find a good deal if I can. I don't mind spending the money on certain products if I know for 100 that they work for me, but I do like to get a good bargain. So right now, it feels very good on the skin. It hasn't completely dried down yet, but it doesn't feel super sticky or wet. Now, when I use the MAC Water Weight foundation on its own, it stays wet feeling, and so I do have to powder it down. I'm wondering if I just left this, if it would dry down all the way, but I don't have time for that. So I will powder it down a little bit. It is Sunday morning, it's about 10 a.m. So I am going to go in off camera. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup, and then I will do check-ins throughout the day to see how this wears. But first impression is very, very good. It's not accentuating. I'm in a 5x mirror here, so it's not accentuating my fine lines or anything right now, or enlarging the pores. I think it looks good on the skin. I still see some redness, a little bit peeking through, but I'm okay with that. So with that, I'm gonna go do my makeup. I'll come back and check in on you later. Hi friends, I am back. It is, let me check, 2:10. It's 2:10. I just got back from lunch, and let's take a look and see how this is holding up. So I've got my 5x mirror here, and I think this is will give us a real accurate read. You can see it has settled here a little bit in these lines here up in my forehead, but it hasn't settled in at all here, which is really good. It has settled in like on my nose, but the shape of my nose, things collect there. So that is, that's typical. So I'm not really concerned about that. It hasn't broken up too much here. I have blown my nose a few times. I went out to lunch, so, but I didn't repowder since this morning or anything like that. So I think overall, it's really holding up nicely. I'm really happy with it. But one thing that I wanted to share with you is when I was out to lunch with my husband, he noticed and complimented. He said, "Your skin looks really good today." And so that was a real win. That says a lot about this foundation, because usually men don't compliment you on your skin, and he thought it looked really good today, and he didn't really know that I was trying anything new. He knew I did my makeup this morning because I was shooting a video, but he had no idea what it was about. 2 thumbs up for that. So all in all, I like it. I think it's holding up well. Like I said, it has settled up here, but I'm not super concerned about that. What do you think? I mean, I can't zoom you in because I film on my phone, but I think it looks good. Happy with it. So we'll check in a little bit later around dinner time and see how it goes from there. See you in a bit. Hi friends, I'm back now. It is about 5:15 Sunday night. This will be my 3rd and final check-in. Had this makeup on for a good solid 7 hours. No touch-ups, no repowdering. The only thing I did since I put it on is I did touch up my lips after I had lunch. So I'm going to clip my hair out of the way. And I've got my 5 times mirror here. Call it the truth teller. I have to say I'm quite happy with the way this is held up. The skin still looks good. There's not a lot of settling at all in this area. It did not exaggerate my pores at all. You could still see my pores, but it didn't make it look worse. It did settle a little bit into my forehead here where I have a few little lines, but nothing, nothing bad. It's not even that noticeable. It didn't settle in at all here, which I'm happy about. It did come off a little bit on my chin, which, with eating and drinking and stuff, it kind of happens throughout the day, but there's still a little bit there. It did settle in a little bit here, but not bad. I don't have like a lot of it there. So overall, I think it's a very good foundation for the price. I'm going to definitely be using it. I'll use it up for sure, and then I may repurchase. I may purchase in another shade. This was shade 415, and it was called Rose Ivory. And I think for right now I can make it work, but I will probably go up a number, so it'll be like a little bit darker. For when I get a little bit more color on my neck and stuff as the weather gets warmer, hopefully, and we move on into spring and summer. But I'm very impressed with this product. I think it is a very great drugstore foundation. I have tried some others over the years, especially like Wet n Wild is a no for me. Milani was, I couldn't get into that either. So I'm quite happy with this, and I hope that you will give it a try. I think for mature skin, it is not bad at all. Really happy with it. So what else is on my face? My eyes I did with the Violet Voss HD palette. My lips are Gerard Cosmetics, Bare It All. On my cheeks, I have Warm Soul Mineralize Blush by MAC with the pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan over it. And I like this highlighter. This was also in the BoxyCharm. So that is all. I hope you're having a great time and a great day, and you have a great week. I will see you next time in my next video. Thank you again for watching. It really means the world to me. Bye.